The next problem, we have a sequence a sub n given by cosine 2 over n. Okay, so here we will use the continuity tools to solve this problem. So remember that basically, in order to find out whether this sequence convergent or divergent, is we need to compute the limit of a sub n as n goes to infinity. So the limit n approaches infinity of cosine 2 over n. Now, recall that cosine x is a continuous function. So by continuity, the limit of f of x is the same thing as f of the limit. So it is by continuity of the cosine function, it is equal to the cosine of the limit n approaches infinity of 2 over n. So whenever the function is continuous, you can put the limit inside the parentheses. So now we can easily solve this problem because we know that as n approaches infinity, the denominator is getting bigger and bigger, so the whole thing is getting smaller and smaller, approaches 0. Okay, so this limit is equal to 0, and we know that cosine of 0 is 1. So that's the answer. So thus the sequence converges. The next problem, we have the function a sub n given by arctangent of twice of n. Try to compute the limit of a sub n as n approaches infinity. And this is again by continuity of arctangent, it is equal to the arctan of the limit n approaches infinity of 2n. So we can think of this as arctan of, because the limit of the term inside the parentheses is infinity, so we can just put infinity. Actually, this is kind of abusing the notation because infinity itself is not a number, but for the practical purposes we can assume that arctangent infinity has a value which is pi over 2, because we know that the graph of the tangent so here is negative pi over 2 to pi over 2, and the graph of the tangent something like that, and the arctangent is defined on this interval from negative pi over 2 and pi over 2, and we can assume that the value of tangent, by abusing the notation, we can assume, we can write that tangent of pi over 2 is infinity. So then the arctan of infinity is pi over 2 by abusing the notation. Okay, so that's the problem involving the continuity property of the function. See you on the next problem.